Today, we will begin cross-legged and easy pose, or in my favorite, seated butterfly. Please use bolster, blocks, or whatever types of props that you have to help you find stillness in your seat. It is your practice. Once settled, place your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. We will be here for about a minute. Don't be afraid to readjust, but find your stillness and focus on your breath. Relax your muscles, starting from the top of your head all the way to your toes, and just breathe. If you would like to set an intention for your practice, this would be a perfect time to do it. On your next exhale, slowly lower your head forward and roll to your right and continue with your breath. When ready, reverse direction. Slowly roll your head up and exhale your shoulders down. On your next exhale, slowly lower your head to your right shoulder and rest your hand on the side of your head as you lower your left arm behind you and finding a gentle stretch. Do not push down on your neck. When ready, release and switch sides. Just gently place the hand, no pressure. Slowly release and come back to center. On your next inhale, scoop your arms above your head as you look at your fingertips. Exhale, twist to your left, placing your left hand behind you and your right hand on your left knee, finding your twist. Keep your spine long, reaching with your crown, and breathe. Don't try to overstretch. On your next exhale, switch sides and find your stretch. Breathe into the space that stretch is creating without forcing it. At your own pace, scoop your arms back overhead as you come back to a neutral position. Stretch out both legs into a wide-legged stance, sit up tall, and prepare for forward folds. When ready, take a deep breath, and on your exhale, slowly walk your hands out until you find your stretch. Stay for 4 full breaths. Slowly roll back up, keeping your shoulders away from your ears as you sit tall. Repeat 3 more times with your breath. Don't be afraid to use props here. Take a deep breath here. Let it go. Take a really good breath here. And on your exhale, slowly walk back out. Find your wide-legged fold stretch. Just a few breaths. Find your space. Slowly roll back up, sit up tall, keep your shoulders down. And let's go one more time. Inhale, exhale, roll it out. Find your space, find your posture, and breathe here. Almost done. And slowly roll all the way back up, head last. Wiggle it out. Those are some intense stretches, I know it. When ready, bring your left foot inwards as comfortable for you and find your position. Inhale and reach up. And as you exhale, slowly lower your left hand beside you and reach overhead with your right arm. Inhale back to center. Exhale and lower your right hand beside you as you reach over with your left arm. Continue following your breath. Inhale to center. Exhale side. No rush, just follow the movement of your own breath. One last time. From here, slowly rotate your chest over, walk your hands around until you can place your left hand behind you and push up onto your left knee and find your baby wild thing. Slowly lower back onto the mat and roll your upper body towards your extended left leg and find your stretch. This is a great time to use a strap if you need it. You could also place your hands on either side of your leg. Slowly roll back to center. Wiggle it out if you need to and switch sides. Lower your shoulders. When you're ready, inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, slowly lower your right arm beside you and reach overhead with your left arm. Inhale back to center. Exhale and lower your left hand beside you and reach over with your right arm. Continue with your breath. One more time. Purely because I forgot, but that's yoga. At your own pace, slowly rotate over your left leg. Build up that energy as you plant your right hand behind you and push up with your knee. Find your stretch. Lower back down to the mat and crawl your hands towards your extended right leg and find that posture. Again, this would be a great place for a strap, or you put both your hands beside either leg. Slowly roll back to center, wiggle it out, and at your own pace, come to tabletop. From here, find a stretch in your wrist that feels good to you. It might be palms up or fingertips towards your knees. Always use caution when stretching like this. Don't be afraid to move around, to just play with how the stretch feels, but always be careful. Release the stretch, shake out your hands if you need to, and when ready, prepare your toes for a toe stretch. This is an intense stretch, and for some of us, just bending the toes is all we can do. Listen to the stretch. Keep your hands on the mat if you need to. And if you need to tap out, tap your toes out. When ready, slowly come back to tabletop. Extend your right leg behind you, tucking your toes on your mat, and slowly push back until you find your stretch. You can bounce back and forth, it feels good. When ready, switch sides. Release and come back to tabletop and prepare for cat and cow. On your inhale, drop your belly, roll your shoulders back and gaze up. Exhale and roll your spine up, belly in, and try to look at your navel. Follow with your breath. Don't be afraid to move around. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to a neutral spine and prepare for downward facing dog. I'll be using blocks, but you can use a wall, chair, or a table. If downward dog is not in your practice, stay in tabletop and focus on staying engaged. Once you have found your posture, don't be afraid to pedal it out. Take your stance wide and shake your head back and forth. Find your release. At your own pace, come to the top of the mat, slightly bend your knees, and find Ragdoll. You can place your hands on your elbows and slowly straighten your legs, keeping your knees loose. If it feels good to you, rock from left to right. Just feeling your body thank you for taking your time with it and for coming to this practice. Slowly come back to center and find your stillness. Release your hands down to the mat. Bring your feet together. On your inhale, half lift, hands on blocks or your shins. Exhale, find your forward fold. When ready, scoop up all that energy and reach up to the sky. Baby back bend if it feels good. And hands back to heart center. Thank you for joining me today for this practice. Namaste, my friends.